we know that during the holidays, and specifically Labor Day weekend, people tend to go out and they go to barbecues and probably drink more than they should and get behind the wheel. We know that during 2010, there were approximately 170 some fatalities involving alcohol during that short period, that Labor Day weekend.
I think the whole law enforcement effort with the whole drunken driving issue has been that team approach that just didn't involve law enforcement. It started with people recognizing in the community that there was a problem. It started with legislation that changed laws and required some mandated things happen when you were arrested for drunk driving. It started with education in our schools. Our kids wear seatbelts today. They never wore seatbelts in the 70s and 80s. So even the type of crashes we have, the injuries are down and the deaths are down. But it's a community effort that ends, unfortunately, with sometimes us dealing with still some very horrific crashes. So law enforcement still plays a vital role with the enforcement, but it's the education of the community, it's the visibility of the entire anti-drink and driving system that is what's taking this to new levels.
It's not just the presence of police activity, but clearly we see a difference in high visibility enforcement, meaning that they see actually police in action, making traffic stops, engaging the public. It also includes a segment of involving the media with you, the messaging that goes out to the public, so that they understand before you're out there, while you're going out there, during the activity, and certainly post to give them the results of that. So including the media, including the public in really broad-based knowledge about what's taking place is really a key to success.
There's a number of ways to change driving habits. One of them is with a marked unit out on the street writing traffic citations. Another way is through social media, where we can tell people about what we're doing, where we can announce that we're having sobriety checkpoints. And if that keeps people from driving that night drunk, then we've succeeded. We've succeeded just as much as arresting a drunk driver on the street.
Part of it. A buy-in at the agency level, top down and bottom up, is also critical. You know, a memo that comes out saying that we're going to be strict on this issue, we're going to be enforcing these issues this week or today, it only gets you just so far. But to get real buy-in involves the training, education of rank and file at every level, and certainly at supervision, so that it goes way beyond that chief's executive order. So there are certainly a lot of ways to get started in traffic safety. Many websites, including NHTSA's website, NHTSA.gov. There's plenty of sections in there for law enforcement that would be able to gather many, many resources.
NHTSA provides a traffic safety marketing kit. It's called the PEAK, Product for Enforcement Action, or Law Enforcement Action. That kit's available on the NHTSA website, the traffic safety Marketing.gov. There's quite a bit of materials on there. There's talking points, traffic safety facts, sample news releases, both pre and post crackdown. There's also posters and so forth. There's a lot of materials and information that's available. In addition to that, there's a lot of research that's available on the NHTSA website involving impaired driving. There's some strategies for when to run your patrols and your checkpoints. So there's quite a bit of information available to law enforcement.
We have a group of people who are willing to help us, and that's NHTSA and our state highway safety offices. They're out there waiting for people to literally pick up the phone or come see them and say, hey, these are the needs that I have in my agency. Some people think that their agency is too small, or maybe they just don't have the right program. It may be that they just never have asked.